So do you feel stressed and overwhelmed lately? Are you feeling stuck? Now, in recent times, we've all had a lot of reason to feel stressed, right? Now, studies are showing that stress and anxiety are at unprecedented levels. But here's the thing about stress. Stress does not come from the events in our life. What stress comes from is our thoughts about the events in our life. So how do you use this? How do you recognize this? And use it to reduce the stress in your life and get unstuck. So if stress comes from your thoughts about the events in your life, then your ability to reduce your stress is directly related to your ability to reframe your thoughts about the events in your life. Now, in addition to the events in your life, it's also about how we think about ourselves. And so you see, your actions in life stem from your thoughts and your beliefs about yourself and your world around you. And your mindset, what your mind is set on, starts with your beliefs and thoughts about yourself. And that's where the challenge is. You see, the insecurities we have about ourselves is where it starts. Now, have you ever doubted yourself, thought yourself unworthy, or that you're not good enough? You see, there's a tendency as human beings to be our own worst critics. And that's the thing about the brain. The brain is always listening. And your brain will give you more back of whatever you're feeding it throughout the day. So if you're thinking negative thoughts or being your own worst critic or talking down to yourself, then your brain will continue to bias and focus on the negative things in your life. So you see, if you're focusing on negative thoughts and beliefs about yourself, the world around you, and all the things that happen to you, then you will have a tendency to bias towards these negative thoughts, and you will continue to see the negative things around you. And when you're stuck in this negative mindset loop, this is when you feel stressed and overwhelmed. And this will lead to negative actions, poor decisions, or fear of making any decisions at all. And this can lead to a feeling of being stuck in life and feeling like you're not moving forward. So how do we turn this around? So you can probably see where this is leading. It starts with your thoughts and beliefs about yourself. It starts, my friends, with your mindset. So it's time to set your mind on being positive. It's time to believe in yourself. It's time to know that you're in 100% control of your thoughts and actions. It's time to be aware of how special you are and that there is only one you. And it's time to stop comparing yourself to other people. It's time to, instead of being your own worst critic, to be your own best friend. Be a champion for yourself. It's time to focus on being a better version of yourself. I know how crippling the torment of self-doubt can be. When you have the insecurities that you don't think you're good enough, that you don't deserve it. Well, guess what? You are good enough. You do deserve it. Now, as Christopher Robin said, you are braver than you believe, you are stronger than you seem, and you are smarter than you think. So how do you break this cycle of self-doubt and insecurities that has you feeling stressed and overwhelmed and feeling like you're stuck? So now there's some great tools that I go over in my Focus Mind course, like finding clarity and setting specific goals, or using the 4M mindset method. But today what I want to focus on it is positive affirmations. Now I know, positive affirmations are out there. They're too ethereal. Mark, they're just not for me. Well, guess what? They do work. They're not just corny memes with sayings on it or fancy pictures with quotes on them. Simply stated, positive affirmations are short, positive statements that are said consistently or daily to help reprogram or rewire your brain to enhance and improve your thoughts and your beliefs. Now, I just used this quote just recently, but it's so appropriate here. Nurture your brain with great thoughts, for you will never go higher than what you think. That was said by Benjamin Disraeli. Now, and studies show that affirmations work. I'm going to read this for you. In a study published in the Journal of Social, Cognitive, and Affective Neuroscience, researchers found that positive affirmations stimulate key centers in the prefrontal cortex of the brain. They work on our brain's reward circuits to control how we respond to stimulations and experiences. That way we can respond better to any negative information that comes our way. And with time, we can build a thought pattern of positivity and eventually influences our behavior and life in general. Now, positive affirmations are not designed to be cures for anxiety or depression, and they're not to take the place of any clinical treatments for these same disorders. But that's not to say that positive affirmations will not help in that regard. Now, you may choose to use positive affirmations to motivate yourself, to affect positive change in your life, to overall improve your self-esteem. Now, I use positive affirmations to remind me to keep a positive, proactive mindset and to focus on what I want rather than what I don't want and what I don't have control over. Now, I've been speaking for years in front of people. And just recently, in the past 2 years, I had a really good friend that gave me a list of positive affirmations that I use whenever I speak in front of a camera, in front of large groups. I just spoke in front of 1,000 people last month. And I use these affirmations almost daily. It helps remind me for the reasons that I'm here and to push away the doubts and the insecurities that I sometimes have about being in front of a camera or being in front of groups. And it's about bringing my message out to as many people as humanly possible. So I thank my friend for that as well, and I use those almost on a daily basis. Now, if you choose to use positive affirmations for yourself, you can look them up online, and there's hundreds and hundreds of affirmations you can use. But I actually advise or suggest that you actually make your own and make sure they're in the positive tense. But you can find affirmations on all different subjects, from wellness to anxiety, depression, for different ages of people, from adults to teenagers to minors. But here's just a few, and I'm going to read them because I could just rattle off the ones that I use myself, but I want to give you different examples of some positive affirmations that you could use for yourself. So here they are. I believe in myself. My power is unlimited. I am grateful for my confidence in my abilities. I'm worthy and I value myself. I'm enthusiastic about my life. My life is full of magic and serendipity. I am feeling better with every breath. I can do this one step at a time. I'm strong enough to overcome this, or I'm strong enough to overcome anything. I am in control. I will find a way. Solutions come to me. I am strong, I am resilient, and I am in control. And these seemingly unassuming phrases can have an amazing effect on you. They can pave the way to greater courage, belief in yourself, and you moving forward in life. And it's a great quote from Norman Vincent Peale. And it says, plant the seeds of expectation in your mind. Cultivate thoughts that anticipate achievement. Believe in yourself as being capable of overcoming all obstacles and weaknesses. Another great quote from Louise Hay is, you've been criticizing yourself for years and it hasn't worked. Try approving of yourself and see what happens. And Gavin Bird said, if you want to change the way you feel about yourself, then first you have to change the way you think about yourself. So positive affirmations can be a great way to use positive self-talk to reduce or to reverse that internal negative message you may have been having about yourself and to motivate yourself. So whether you're looking to reduce stress or anxiety, or trying to generally be more optimistic, or you're trying to get unstuck and break that negative rut you've been in, try affirmations. I've been using them for years and they work. Remember, it's time to believe in yourself. Well, I hope this information helped you out. And as always, if you're seeing this video anywhere other than my blog, go check my blog out at awakenyourwellnessnow.com/blog. Have a great day. And remember, be positive, be motivated, be focused, and be well.